I have a lot of hobbies, but my top two favorite are crocheting and reading. And well, sometimes the two come together to make something pretty fun. Hello, Sonnet here. How are you doing today? I am so happy to see you. How's everything going? Welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about Batcat. Now, I actually talked about Batcat in my August wrap-up video. This is the graphic novel that I read after I was in kind of a reading slump, and I just loved it so much. I thought it was so stinking cute. Meggie Ramm did such a fantastic job with the illustrations, and the story was super sweet and super fun. And I decided while getting ready to return this one to my library that I wanted to create my very own Batcat. So I got out my trusty yarn, my handy dandy crochet hook, and I got to working and made my very own Batcat. Now, I typically don't crochet my own designs. I really like crocheting other designs and following patterns from books and things, but I've made a couple designs of my own, and well, here's another one to add to my own pattern collection. Forgive the angle change. As I was editing my video, I realized that all of the footage that I have of me talking about the actual crocheted Batcat was unusable. So let's go ahead and try and film this one more time. Here we go. Let's talk about the actual crocheted Batcat really quickly before we get into the graphic novel. So Batcat was crocheted in 100% acrylic yarn in worsted weight and a 2.75 crochet hook. It's kind of a small hook, but this type of yarn, even though it's worsted, it's on that finer side of the worsted weight. So yeah, 2.75 hook. As far as the construction of Batcat, it's really simple. Batcat is simply just a sphere with some cone ears, 4 tiny little paws, and then of course the wings. Very simple to make. I would say the most difficult part of the pattern is the little wings, but it works up really quickly because they are only 4 rows. And yeah, they're really simple to make. The eyebrows and whiskers are all embroidered. Safety eyes for the eyes. And then the mouth is actually HTV, heat transfer vinyl. I did embroider their mouth in the beginning, but I'm not very good at embroidery and it just didn't look good at all. I did not like how it looked. It was very off-centered and just, I did a bad job. So I ripped those stitches out and I decided to use heat transfer vinyl to make their little mouth, and I think it turned out so fun. I feel like the mouth actually is what makes it read Batcat. There they are. So stinking cute. I'm so happy with it, and I love it. So before we get into making Batcat, let me go ahead and just go over the graphic novel real quickly, just in case you missed my August wrap-up video. This is a children's graphic novel by Meggie Ramm, and I love it. I thought it was so sweet. Yes, it is a children's graphic novel, but my favorite graphic novels are middle grade and children's. They just are so lighthearted and the illustrations are just beautiful. These illustrations are so fun. They got me so inspired. This little map on the inside, fantastic. Meggie Ramm really did a phenomenal job with this one, and I loved it. This is the story of Batcat, a Batcat who loves to live alone. Well, one day, Batcat is then haunted by a ghost, and this ghost won't leave their house. So Batcat decides to go visit the local island witch, who instructs Batcat to get 3 ingredients to help them with their little ghost problem. Batcat then goes on a giant adventure, meeting all kinds of people and creatures and things along the way to learn about accepting yourself, accepting others, and learns what it means to be special and to be perfectly perfect, being in between and being who you are. Again, I highly recommend it. The illustrations are fantastic. The story is so cute. I will probably be buying this one next time I find it out in the store. I did borrow this one from my library, so that will be going back so other people can enjoy it. But if you see this at your library, if you see it at a store, and you are into graphic novels with a very sweet message, definitely do recommend this one. I think I gave it 4 stars. I believe I gave it 4 stars, but I can't quite remember. So strap in, here we go. Let's get to making Batcat. Okay, for my yarn, I'm going to be using this Yarn Bee Soft Secret in the color Flamingo. This was yarn that I did thrift, so I'm pretty sure this is pretty old. I don't know if they have this type of yarn anymore. I don't know. It was thrifted, but I thought this was a pretty good color for Batcat. I'm using a Furls Odyssey hook, and this is the 2.75. I do like a smaller hook for my amis, and then I am using one of my stitch markers featuring artwork that I made myself. So that is my own artwork, and I turned it into a stitch marker. I don't know, I just think it's cute. So I'm using that as a stitch marker, and we're gonna go ahead and just start making the sphere. I'm not sure how big I want him to be. I don't want him to be too big, so we're not gonna be doing too many rows, but yeah. I did wanna mention this as well. I am currently listening to The Witches by Roald Dahl. This is an audiobook narrated by Miranda Richardson, and yeah, I like to read or listen to audiobooks, I should say, while I crochet, so that is what I'm going to be listening to while I'm crocheting Batcat. So I have this fun little crochet corner. I got my little Binks over there. He keeps me company, and my little glider and my little cauldron that I have full of crochet things. And yep, here's my project. So we're gonna go ahead and just sit in the chair and crochet some more Batcat. All right, so it is a new morning, and we're going to continue to work on Batcat today. I have so far made his little head, put his little eyes in there, and I have made his 2 little ears, but we need to continue with his 4 paws and of course his 2 wings. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just keep crocheting. It's a nice cool morning, and it's gonna be a fun morning. I am also going to start a new audiobook today. I think I'm going to start book number 9 in the Vampire Knitting Club series. That is Popcorn and something. But yeah, we'll start a new audiobook today while I crochet, and I'm really looking forward to finishing up Batcat today. It's been a really fast, easy project, but I'm excited to finish him up. So let's get to crocheting. Good morning, Zoe. How's your day so far? Rough. So here I'm embroidering his face, and I do like how the eyebrows turned out, and I did enjoy the whiskers. However, I did not like how this mouth was looking. So I decided to go ahead and actually cut out the mouth using HTV or heat transfer vinyl, using my Cricut, and ironing that on to Batcat. Now I love how this ended up looking. You can see all of the pieces that I used. There were basically 3 layers: the bottom mouth, his teeth, and then his black outline of his mouth. And I think it turned out so cute. I do just want to mention though, when doing something like this and bringing heat onto acrylic yarn, I would be very, very cautious. Acrylic yarn can melt and catch on fire and burn and all the nasty stuff. I chose to go ahead and use the HTV. I was very cautious. I made sure that everything went well, and it did work out well. But again, something I don't recommend because it can be dangerous. And that was making Batcat. I am so happy with it. I think they turned out so cute. I am so happy. Again, I don't typically design my own patterns, but I had such a blast just sitting down, crocheting, and letting Batcat come to be on my crochet hook. Again, check out the graphic novel if you are interested. Big thanks to Meggie Ramm for creating such a fun character that made me want to crochet such a fun crochet character. But that's it for me today. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for spending time with me while I crocheted. I'm curious, what are some graphic novels that you love to read? Is there any characters you'd like to see me crochet next? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here. You are so fantastic. I love you so much. You inspire me every single day, and I will see you all a little later. Bye.